What's up, guys? Deja vu. I'm back at Ralph's Muffler. Deja vu of about 2 years ago. If you don't know, I used to have my custom Greddy exhaust, and had it on there for about a year, maybe a year and a half, but I ended up putting the factory one back on, factory muffler, and then I just did an aftermarket tip. It's just too loud for the kids, but I don't hardly drive them in this car anymore, so I really missed it, so I really wanted to get it back on. So I ended up selling that muffler a long time ago when I got it off. After a while, I really missed it, so I purchased one quite a few months ago, and I just haven't got it installed. I do have it up. Let's see. I do have it right here. New Greddy box. I guess I'll show you after. Let's show you right now. Show you what I'm working with. So it's just the muffler, and I had the custom piping done, but yeah, it's I think it's a 4.5 inch tip, polished, so it's really nice. So I mean, if you see my old video, it's the exact same one, the model. It took me a while to actually find it. Because I think they discontinued it, and they only sold the just the non-polished one. So it took me like a couple months to find the polished one. So I did. So I'm back to add it on. So my thing I'm gonna do now though is I'm gonna have the hanger for the stock one is kind of solid mounted. So I'm gonna get a exhaust hanger mount, the rubber grommet installed, so I can have it, I can remove it, remove and install it at will. The factory one I still have on right now, and then I'm just gonna have a new axle back piping made with the tip welded, and then have that way I can switch them back and forth if I want, in case the cops be tripping. I do live in California. The cops are real freaking jerks out here sometimes. They're really, you know, you just never know when you're gonna get pulled over for some shit like that, you know, for a loud muffler, being too low, whatever the case is, man. They'll pull you over for whatever, man. But I want to have that flexibility to throw on the factory one if I want, and just have like a bolt-on axle back, you know, from my stock one, my stock muffler to my Greddy. And so that's what I'm here to do. I'm first in line. They're about to open in about 15 minutes. So definitely looking forward to getting this installed and having my muffler back in here. And then I am also going to add in some sound deadening mat, some kill mat, and add it in the trunk too. So if I ever do have the kids back in here, it won't be as loud back there. Because the reason is I don't know, I was driving one day, kind of like probably slow speeds, and I kind of tilted my head back to like look back there, and I didn't realize how much like drone and how loud it was back there compared to my front seat, and I just felt really bad. I didn't realize the kids were like, I'm over here deafening them. So yeah, that's the plan. cleaned it. Alright, got the exhaust on, but missed the pops and gurgles I used to have. It's nice to have that back, but damn, totally forgot how loud it was. Factory muffler with the aftermarket vibrant tip. So yeah, we didn't end up going from the original mount. We just made a new mount, and that way it's easier. So let me show you what we did. There's the new muffler right there, and you can see right here is where we did the mount right there. So it kind of loops around. Guy did a pretty good job. Nick at Ralph's Muffler in Fontana. So the mount is usually right behind the beam right there, behind the red bar. It's kind of hard to I don't know, I can't really see it. But anyways, yeah, we kind of just made a new flange, and so there it's a straight bolt on from right there, the new flange, and then we got a hanger and a couple mounts right there to keep it nice and sturdy from moving around. But yeah, so if I ever want to take off the Greddy, I get tired of it, whatever cops mess with me, I can easily switch this one back on right now. You know, like 10-15 minutes or whatever. Get me some hanger pliers, make it a lot easier, and then a couple of I think they're 14 millimeters, I'm not positive, and then just switch it on, and then back to stock, nice and quiet, nice and lined up. So yeah, that's the plan right there. So, you know, came out pretty good. Let's get a better look at it. So yeah, it's pretty much the same setup I have before, but now it's kind of interchangeable if I really wanted to do that. You know, sometimes I get loud of it. I get tired of it being so loud. Sometimes, you know, I take the kids. Sometimes, you know, cops mess with me or whatever. Straight throw this one back on there. I also plan on throwing some kill mat, some sound deadening mat in the trunk, quiet it down in the interior, and probably do the door panels as well. But that's for a later date. But yeah, pretty happy how it came out. Nice and lined up, kind of where I wanted it. So it comes out a little bit out of the valances, but it's still kind of tucked in a way, out, but in a way. Out enough that I'm not gonna get any mouthy bumper or anything like that, and still tucked away so that's not sticking out like crazy. So here's a side view, straight side view. So yeah, pretty flush. Alright guys, appreciate you watching. Love the support, man. I appreciate you guys liking and subscribing. Definitely helps out the channel, help it grow. And I do have some other things that I want to take care of. The rear disc, the drone slotted rotors and brake pads that I got to do for the rear, because I never did the rear ones since they weren't worn out. I just did the front ones. So now I have the ones that go on the back. Plus I have some caliper primer and paint, and I want to do that as well. I've been being very I don't know, I forget the word right now, I'm having a brain fart. Procrastinating on switching over the coilovers. I have the Tiens I want to put on, and switch out the Megans I have on there, and then install the Megans. The Tiens ride a little bit smoother. They don't have adjustable camber plates, but I don't run camber anyway, so it's all good. But yeah, that's the new update. Kind of going back to the setup I had before with the exhaust, and yeah, we'll see how it works out. I'm always nervous though when I used to drive it though, because you know how loud it is. It is pretty loud. Has a really nice tone to it though.